Okay, this is Seb here. So what I'm going to do today is create a small project just that's going to store user data from Google OAuth. The reason for this project is I created a larger OAuth project, authentication project, but what happened is it doesn't store the data when deployed, and the reason is you have to use the MongoDB adapter, and if you don't use that, then it kind of doesn't work. It might work locally. I created a very nice application locally, but when I deployed it, it didn't work. So I'm just going to quickly create a small application that will work when you deploy it as well. And then obviously, my plan in the future is to deploy the full kind of app that I made. But anyway, I'm going to just create a project in here. So npx create next app, and I'm just gonna for this video quickly copy from my repo, GitHub repo, and I'm gonna put it down below as well. Let's call this Mongo adapter. Mongo. Let's just call it Mongo Next. That's better. Actually, I think I've already called something Mongo Next. Let's call it Mongo auth. Let's call it Mongo auth. That would do. Okay, I'm just going to open up my GitHub repo. So let's cd into Mongo first. Cd there, and then code open. And then I'm just going to copy from my GitHub repo because it will make the video a bit shorter. Then I'll deploy the full app later on. So delete that, and then put that in as auth, and then it's what is it? It's next. So next auth, I think, and then JS. Okay, and then and I'll put this in the link below. So GitHub. So I don't think that's it. Did I call it adapter? I think. No, I think it's this one. Go next. Then that and that. Okay, so this is it. Copy that, and then we're gonna have to open the terminal and just install these things. So npm install that, and then the next auth, and I think that's it for now. And then let's get a few other things. So this components, I mean, it's not a brilliant app or anything, it's just really, I don't think I need the posts, just those two would do. So components, there, and then that's going to be header, I think, header.js. So let's copy the whole thing. What's that bit there? Okay, yeah, that's not it. Okay, save that, and then the layout component. Layout. here, get the layout component. That's it. I think that's all I need from there. Okay, right, and then I have to replace this app component with my app component. Component. Okay. Just going to replace the index. I don't think I've actually got anything in the index from what I remember. I think this is just some other kind of app that I was making, but let's just replace it with that anyhow. Then this is I think the key thing. You need to do a lib folder. You don't need to do a lib folder, you can store it somewhere else, but this is a MongoDB JS, and this is JS, and then in here you want to copy this file here. So this is a connector, so this is what allows it to work in the when it's deployed, because yeah, it explains it here. The global variable you shouldn't use when it's deployed, so that's probably why it didn't work when I deployed my full app. So this file here, together with the adapter, will ensure that doesn't happen. So I'm just gonna make these what are they called, environment variables. So that one is there, and then the Google one is, where is it? It's here, Google ID, and then there's a secret. Okay. No, it's not the right thing. Okay. The local header. Where was I here? Okay, that's the secret. Put that in local. And then the secret we need as well. Where is that secret? Secret. I don't know if we actually need the secret, but it just complains when it's not there. You'll get a complaint in your console, so let me just do that. Right, let's save all. Save all. Okay, MongoDB Uri. So I'm just going to set up a new one, I think. So Mongo Atlas. Login. So login. So you have to register, and then you come in here, and then you can. I've actually not done this for a while because I just use previous strings, but I think you can do this. Create a new cluster. No, that's not it. Yeah, you need to create a cluster first, but I think I've already got one created. So I think I can just connect. Yeah, like this. So yeah, go back, connect your application. So yeah, you would go in here and type in your username and password, which you should have here. So you'd have to add a new user and then get your username and password and fill in those bits in that string. So I'm just going to copy what I normally do and just copy a previous one that I've got. A previous string, and I'll just change the name of the database. I think it just makes it a bit quicker. So I'll just copy this one. and then go back here, paste it in here. I'm going to copy it and call it test2. We've already got a test1, so that would be test2. Just going to copy these Google developer. So the Google developer things, you have to go into your developer console. So I'll show you here to do that. Google, obviously you have to register for this first. Google developers, and then oops, that's not it. I think Google developer console, Google console, this is it, I think. Yeah, so you come here, you can create a new file by coming up here, I think, new project, and then you want to go here and get your credentials. So my credentials is in this one. You can just download them here by create credentials, but I've already got them downloaded. So, oh sorry, you can just, I think it's this one, you download it. But one of the ways, yeah, I think it's this, that you can download the credentials, but I've already got them downloaded, so I'm just going to copy it from here. So where is that? Google ID secret. Okay. And then that one is that one. Okay. And then to use it locally, we're going to test locally, so you have to use the next-auth. You have to use this URL, otherwise it doesn't work. It just complains. I think it still works. But once it's deployed, you don't need to use that. So that's it. I think that's everything. Test2. So that, yeah, it should work now, I think. So let's just check we've got everything. npm run dev. Bring it up in localhost. Hopefully doesn't complain that I haven't got something. Okay, right. So it is complaining about something, which is MongoDB. Okay, we do install this MongoDB thing. Oops, it didn't like that. Okay, hopefully that should have worked. So for this app, we're not going to retrieve the user or anything like that. This is purely to just store the user in the database, and then I'll create the full version with full authentication and a few other things, password reset and all those kind of things. Just to kind of make a full application, but I think for now this is just because I was struggling with this, and I spent a couple of months trying to figure out how to do this, so hopefully this should work. So when we sign this in, hopefully you should log into the local database, which it will. Okay, and then if you deploy this, it will work as well, because it's got the adapter basically. So I'm just going to show you on Compass that it's there. And I'll put the deployed version up as well, and so here I see the users here, so I'll put the deployed version up as well, and put a link to the GitHub repo as well. So that's it really. Hopefully this has been helpful. It definitely was helpful for me, so not in terms of the explaining, but the to find this out, because yeah, I spent a couple of months trying to do this, which probably not a couple of months, maybe just a month or so, but anyway, yeah, it's been a long time. I'm just going to show that my app deployed, and it works in deployment as well, because that's the main issue that I had. So the adapter just makes sure that when you deploy it, it kind of still works. So this is the user. I've got it in the database. So I'm just going to delete it from here. This is the one that I've tied to my deployed version. It's just called test. So when I log in, it should give me a new user. So I'm just going to show you that that works really. And then if you go here, yeah, so the user's turned up. So that's it really.